Be there. Yard of Sandwich Challenge. Do it. There we are. From the beautiful Shenandoah National Park, it's the Yard of Sandwich Challenge.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Saylor.
And I'm Richard Hollingsworth. Welcome to the 25th Annual Yard of Sandwich Challenge. The Yard of Sandwich Challenge was started 25 years ago, when Her Majesty the Queen of England succeeded in eating the yard of sandwich in a single sitting.
Yeah, actually, it's really interesting, Ricky.
Richard.
The Queen decided to eat a yard instead of a meter of sandwich as a goodwill gesture to the United States of America because we're not on the metric system over here. And actually, Ronald Reagan decided to reciprocate that gesture by eating 25 grams of scones.
Yes, quite. Now, let's meet this year's contestants.
Broadway is from Washington, D.C., currently unemployed. He's attempting to eat his first ever yard of sandwich. The sandwiches he has selected today are 2 turkeys and a ham. Personal quote, "This may have been a horrible mistake."
Shaggy is from Washington, D.C. and also currently unemployed. The sandwiches he has chosen: turkey, and ham. Personal quote, "I will approach this yard like a Scooby snack."
And finally, we have Fish.
He sure looks like a fish.
Yeah, that's right. Fish is from England and has chosen to eat a meatball, a steak and cheese, and a Subway melt.
A bold choice, certainly.
And his personal quote, "I'd make up the meter for the Queen."
And they're off. Oh my, what an exciting event indeed. And how very wonderful that Her Majesty the Queen is nearby in Richmond at this very moment.
Yeah, that's really something, Ricky.
Richard.
Well, we're in the very early stages here, but tell me, Ricky.
Richard,
as an expert in sandwich eating form and technique, what's going on here?
Well, Broadway, as you can see, is already off pace. He has long been a fan of the Rochenheim chewing technique, a technique in which he will attempt to metabolize large portions of his yard of sandwich before ever swallowing. Shaggy and Fish subscribe to the Vanderbilt technique, in which swallowing quickly and often is paramount. It's a speedier system, but one that runs the risk of getting too full too fast. And in the early stages of the challenge, with Fish leading the pack, Shaggy not far behind, and Broadway in third. The Yard of Sandwich contest is brought to you by Top Ramen. Top Ramen, they're the tops. And welcome back to the Yard of Sandwich Challenge.
The amazing thing about these guys is that they were eating earlier this afternoon at an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet. I mean, they're animals.
Amazing! Oh my! It appears that Broadway has found a hair in his yard of sandwich.
Oh boy, you hate to see something like this, Ricky.
Richard, please.
Finding a hair is something that can really throw you off your game.
We'll be right back with more excitement.
The Yard of Sandwich Challenge is brought to you by the Toilet Paper Manufacturers Association of America. Tomorrow's cleanup crew.
And welcome back to the Yard of Sandwich Challenge. The crowd is waiting in eager anticipation as Fish puts down the last few bites.
The sun has gone down, but Fish is very close to the end. Just a moment more.
And he's done it! Fish has finished his yard of sandwich, an astonishing 27 minutes and 40 seconds. He smashes the previous yard of sandwich record. We'll be back. The Yard of Sandwich Challenge is brought to you by the American Society of Proctologists. Your past is our present.
And welcome back to the Yard of Sandwich Challenge. For those of you just joining us, Fish has finished his entire yard in record time. Let's check in with the other eaters.
In the interesting turn of events, Shaggy seems to have cracked.
Yes, and Broadway is still chugging along nice and steady. Just recently, he overtook Shaggy and is close to completing his entire yard.
And here's the last bite now. Oh my, he's got it in! Seems to be taking quite a bit of time. Oh goodness, you can tell he's in a considerable amount of pain now.
Any second now. And he's done it! Broadway has finished his entire yard of sandwich in a respectable 38 minutes and 38 seconds. Oh, this is a proud moment for Broadway and his entire family. We'll be right back. The Yard of Sandwich Challenge is brought to you by Wingfoot, whose 1987 thru hike served as the centerpiece for the Appalachian Trail's 50th anniversary celebration.
Welcome back to the Yard of Sandwich Challenge here at the beautiful Shenandoah National Park. The sun has gone down and Shaggy stands alone, trying desperately to fit the final bit of sandwich into his gaping maw. A solemn look in his face does cast a bit of doubt as to whether or not he will be able to finish.
Yeah, the crowd here is getting a little bit antsy, Rich. There's no doubt they want to see him finish this sandwich, but it's taken a good while. I'll tell you, he doesn't look so hot.
Jeremy, a yard of sandwich is an enormous amount of bread, meat, cheese, and vegetables.
He's taking a sip of water. Bold strategy, sacrificing precious stomach space in the name of hydration.
And he's done it. Shaggy has finished his yard of sandwich in a time of 47 minutes and 58 seconds. Oh, how wonderful that each contestant has finished their respective yard of sandwich. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to the Yard of Sandwich Challenge and the ceremonial burning of the napkins.
Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you next year at the Yard of Sandwich Challenge North 8.